Hello, today we're going to talk about distributors. They are fairly new to Gregtech. They came out with patch 50931 and presented in each tier. Before that, it was hard or almost impossible to evenly distribute items between machines without additional mods like Ender.io. But now you can handle that task with the help of this little guy. Recipe is fairly inexpensive and easy. As you can see, it requires a machine hull, 3 conveyor metals, a chest or trap chest, and a good electronic socket. And the socket is the only thing that is not scaling. So for the max voltage distributor, you still need good sockets, but obviously like max hull and the last conveyor model available. Once placed in the world, and it requires actual power. It requires just a tiny amount of power, but still you have to connect it to the wiring, and it has, this is its input. You can pipe stuff inside, or you can put it just directly into its inventory, and this is its output. And you can configure the output with the right click of the screwdriver, with the screwdriver on you. So by default it's 0. Right click gives it one item and goes forth up to 127, which is crazy. And I set up this distributor to evenly distribute items between these 3 chests. And if I give it something to distribute, well, let's say purified gold ore. Ignore this. This is from previous experience. And now we can see it has 16 purified gold ore in here, 16 purified gold ore in here, and 16 purified gold ore in here. And it can actually emit energy to the output side, so you can connect machines directly to that. And that is fairly convenient, and that's what I've done in this crazy contraption, I say. This crazy machine is actually a humongous processing array of some sort. What it actually does, it just takes items from here, for example, crushed ore, let's say tin, and then iron, and then copper. And what it actually doing, it evenly distributes items to all of these 8 washing plants on this side, and also on the other side there is also a 4 washing plant. Yeah, and there's actually 4 of them. So, oh no, it's here. Yeah. And it is convenient because it just not stacking up the whole stack of ore into one machine and just wait. You will wait forever until it's done. It's just basically the processing array without the processing array multi-block. The only problem with that is that it requires low voltage power, so a lot of losses, and it almost hits the theoretical limit of this cable. But still, I've been running this setup for quite a while, and it's looking absolutely fine. What you actually need is just to supply enough power to this battery buffer or directly into this cable. So you have to supply it 12 amps of low voltage power, and then it's gonna work perfectly. So if you can see, right now the average input is slightly lower than the output, but as you can see, the batteries are full, and it's getting only 12 amps of low voltage because of the setup I got here. Probably even less because of the the height of this setup is basically, let me say, this is probably excessive a little bit. Yeah, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so it's 9 block height and a 3 block wide. It has one output, which is here, and one input, which is here. You can decorate it as you want. You can use like any foil and plates you need, and you're not probably gonna ever need to get inside this machine after you build it. This is basically, by the way, the silicon foil, which is, you know, cool looking blackish kind of foil. And the only reason to even go inside this machine is if you put something bad in here. Let's say I put like item distributors in here and then just went through that, and you probably say, oh no, they're gonna clog the piping, and you have to like dismantle all the pipes, or I don't know. But it's not like so, because if you can see, I've connected the internal distributors into the ore washing plants themselves, and they simply can't push bad items into the machine. So you have a plenty of chances to screw up before you even need to go inside there. And this is actually fairly cool setup. Of course, you can optimize it in terms of size, because I didn't like put a lot of thought into it, because for me it's just fine. 9 by 3 is just perfect for me. I can definitely handle this Mac and my base, but if you don't like it for some reason, you can use these sides of the machine and just expand it this way and decrease its height, but for me it's not needed. And you actually need to give it, this is very important, to give them this setup a 12 amp of power minimum, because it's almost hitting its theoretical limit of like 384 volts it's gonna use. So be sure to fit it with the maximum 16 voltage batbuffer, and you have to block the other sides, because the other slots, because it's just gonna burn the cables if you put like 13 batteries in here. So it's gonna, in some cases it's gonna just lose some power. So for example, if I just put a lot of ore in here, a lot of it, and in some case this amount of buffer is not going to be enough, but then you just can add another like transformer into it and just, oh no, right here, and just input another 4 amp of low voltage. I, for the sake of simplicity, use solar panels, but this is creative, and you're probably gonna use like normal wires. After you've done that, there is no way it's gonna have like shortage of power. So thank you for watching. See ya.